muscles of the eye. So you're going to cut all the connective tissue and all of the muscle and the eyelid off of the eye. Okay, if you're thoroughly disgusted by things, be careful, because this is kind of like eating head cheese, where you find the eyelid with the eyelashes and the head cheese.
Helping.
Yeah, that was the point. Okay, so note how I'm doing this. I'm just taking the scissors and I'm just cutting absolutely parallel to the surface. I'm just going to keep whacking away here. You're going to do this more than I am, but I'm just going to whack away and remove the connective tissue all the way and take off all of the extrinsic eye muscle that I can, being careful to leave as much of the optic nerve as I can leave. Okay?
Where's optic nerve?
Yeah, first.
Right there. Look.
Oh,
In the back of the eye. Yeah, that.
Oh, this actually looks kind of big.
That's tiny? That's a huge nerve, people.
Yeah, like a full cylinder.
The dark
Yeah,
one,
that
right?
cylinder right there's the thing. Yeah. To me, that seems huge for nerves.
In the picture.
Okay, but okay, whatever you think is fine. That's it. That's what's important. So you're going to come in here and you're going to keep cutting like this. Okay.
What's below the connective tissue?
And the muscle is the sclera, and we're going to get to that in a sec. But we got to continue cutting this first to get it. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to get this guy like this, and you want to cut it like that, and all of a sudden it becomes clear that you have an optic nerve coming out of an eyeball, right? Okay, so if you use something other than play school scissors, as I am now, you will probably be able to cut this right down to the surface of the sclera nicely, okay? I'm trying to get it down at least neatly enough that I can show you. Okay, so now I got it pretty much down. I'd like it better, but that's okay. All right, so connective tissue layer. Very hard connective tissue layer. Look, a lot of integrity to this thing, right? Ain't gonna pop. Yes. Connective tissue layer here. This connective tissue layer comes all the way over and goes right over the front surface of the eye. Okay? So the connective tissue layer here, the very tough one, is called the sclera. It's white. Okay? All right, so now, here I have this area right here, which if this was a fresh eyeball, this would be crystal clear. Okay? This is the cornea. The cornea is just an extension of the sclera over the front of the eye. Now, the cornea is alive, it's living cells, which is kind of interesting if you think about it, because you're actually looking through layers of live cells, okay? Another set of live cells in a minute we're going to look at.
Did you say the cornea is above the sclera, or is the
sclera? No, it is, look, it's continuous with the sclera right here. See it? How it's, when I bring my probe across, it's the same layer. This is that white, okay, this stuff. You're going to do a better job than me. You're going to take off all of this tissue like that. Now, if you look right here, see that that's the sclera, and it really is the same surface as that one. Okay, so now what you're going to do is, you've got three things identified so far that are testable objects, right? You have your optic nerve back here. Okay, now I'd like to point out, you need to know in this class, there are 12 cranial nerves, and we ask you 3 or 4. We ask you olfact, 5 and 8, trochlear and auditory. Is that what I asked?
1, 2, 5, 8.
Right, okay. So, this is number 2. This is the optic, okay? The other one you're going to see is on the front end of the brain, okay? All right, so here I have optic nerve, sclera, cornea. Now you're going to take your scissors. Okay, listen to me, because we just had a young lady in anatomy. This is why I'm just blowing the whistle on safety, guys. We just had a young lady in anatomy who decided, oh, I know why these guys are sneaking out. The T-shirts are in here, and they don't want to sniff T-shirts.
Oh, I guess. I don't
Is
know.
that it?
I have no idea.
That's why, where'd Tyler